It may have took you a little while to say, Lord, what's wrong with you? Why you want me to talk to these bones? You got no right in them. But I come to tell you that everything dead don't need to be buried. This is a prime example of a dry bone laid out. It wasn't disgrace. It was a Jewish custom to leave bones of the dead lying out. Can you imagine how his people felt? If I was in my homeland, I'd have buried my brother. If I was in my homeland, I'd have buried my sister. If I was in my homeland, I'd have buried my mother. This is a disgrace to God. All of these dry bones laying around here. But something happened in the back. While these people were running around in circles, he said, look at here, these people, they're talking about the children of Israel. I know you've been kicked to the curb. I know you've been cast aside. But we're going to show them something that you can still get a blessing while you're down in the valley. God will not leave you. Nor did he forsake you. He'll be with you always. He will bring you into the world. You may be cast down. You may be cast down. But you're not forsaken. You're not forsaken. You're not forsaken. The priest talk to those bones. Is it the fair? I want to tell you. I've been down here a long time. May not see my old Israel land ever again. But what I'm going to do is trust in the God of Israel. If God said it, I believe it. Sometimes you got to remind yourself. If God said it, I believe it. Just call it hasn't happened yet. Don't mean that it won't happen. If God promised it, it's still on the way. It's still on the way. It's still on the way. God promised it. It's going to show up. It's going to show out. Can you imagine if it's down in the valley? You always got somebody looking around the corner down there talking about it. Look at that old man like they talking about this man right here. Don't y'all remember when Bishop said that God was going to give him Lufkin? Do you remember when Bishop said that God is going to give him a trail away? Do you remember what he said? Some of y'all don't remember and hadn't been paying attention, but I stopped by to tell you this evening that he's already gave him the Lufkin Texas. Wherever you go, if they call his name, wherever you go, you've been looking for him. Wherever you go, all they got to do is call his name, and they know who he is. We're waiting on the railway. We're waiting on the railway. Any believer, He's down in the valley. Down in the valley, walking around from side to side. Said, I know that the voice of the Lord is talking to you. How many of you been in a situation where the voice of the Lord has been talking to you, but you got some other voices talking to you also, but you want to obey God? And when you decide that you will obey God, those other voices say, who do he think he is? Or who does she think she is? Every time we get in a situation and there needs an opinion or a authority figure that needs to say something, you could have said something, you may hear some groans in the building. You hot water say something. Well, hot water, no. Hot water don't know nothing. But I come to tell you this evening that somebody has to have a strong mind, and somebody has to have a strong Virginia. Somebody has to be willing to take the discouragement disregard and the disregard of what everybody's going to say. He's not concerned about how you feel about it. It seems to be the right way to him. And he has the best interest of the church at heart. But what he needs to understand that sometimes in order to get your point across, you have to sit down and reason with the person that you're talking to. You can't come out with an argument. You got to sit down and let me hear my point of view. And we can come to an agreement on what we're trying to work out. Anybody here needs to be reminded again. Anybody here needs to be reminded again. Anybody here needs the Lord to lead you on your I was thinking the other day, and then I'm going to get back to Ezekiel. Hope I can make it back there. Because I was thinking, this sort of family and free is dead. And when the church was first put together, there were 5 sisters in the church. And 5 of them came before me, and the Lord had called them to preach. And when the Lord called me to preach, I knew that the preaching was on the inside of me, because I've been preaching all of my life. But I want to let you know that just like the Lord was talking to me, the enemy was talking to me also. Said, what they gonna think? They already got Minister James. They already got the man. They already got Clipper ready. They already got Kevin O'Neill. I was the last one to come in the bunch. What you gonna do? It's gonna look like you just falling in line, like you just following the pattern that God has called by the preacher. And I said, what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna get on my guitar and play my music for the Lord. But when I would get home in the midnight hour, I would begin to cry on the word of the Lord. I would begin to holler, Lord, here I am. It don't make no difference how anybody feels. I chose you. I chose you for a purpose. I need you to carry it down. I got on my horse and I begin to ride. Yes, I did. I begin to walk in the Lord. Everybody wanna walk in the Lord. When the word says, no weapon formed, but you can walk. I come to stir up the people. I come to stir up your all hands. I come to stir up your coaching ministry. I come to stir you up ministry. And minister. See, because I tell you, they told me when I left the church, I left the church. When I left the church, that you done left God and you can't do the work of the Lord. But I heard Paul say, what shall separate me from the love of God? There is nothing can separate me from the love of God. Did I tell you about church and things? We make the rules in the church, but God make the rules in the believer. God make the rules in the believer. So the standard man told me I couldn't preach. Told me I couldn't say nothing for the Lord. But this is how bad I felt about it. I go home, find me up a blunt, and get the smoking on that blunt. And after a while, Pastor Curtis, I go in the back room because I took my instrument home with me. Everywhere I I still had the love of God. Now I'm on the inside. I was committing sin, but I still had the love of God. Now I'm on the inside of it. And one thing about it, the quiet man, when he gets full of that alcohol, he gets full of that dope, what's gonna more come out of him? Yes, and will. I was in the bathroom, and I wanna you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're back here high and out of your mind, preaching to the Lord. I say, go on about your business, because I'm in my own element now. They won't let me preach in the church. They can't stop me from preaching in my own house. They can't stop me from preaching in my own home. They can't stop that. They can't stop that. They can't stop that. So we keep your rules in the church. Keep your rules in the church. And keep running folk away from Jesus. And then when they find out that they have no other eternity, they'll find out that they'll make one decision. They say, if I can't do it in your church, I do it in my own church. If I can't do it in your church, I'll do it in my own church. See, now we're going to put discards between the believers because they hadn't been learned how to go out and do it themselves. They wanted to use their gifts, but you didn't use your authority to train up a child in the way that he must go. I know y'all think he was talking about your natural children, but he was talking about the man of God. These are your children. These are your streets. These are your pastors. You gotta train them up in the way they must go. So when they get old and grow up in the Lord, they don't live no more. But he will be able to go out and stand on the word. They won't have to make it up as they go along. And you heard in the meantime, they get all by the rules. And they feel like they want to give up on their anointing. It's at the bottom of the barrel. But I stop by to tell you that the widow woman and the arm bleed eyes and the arm keeper running and the arm keeper running. He's all doing it. He's all doing it. Now I gotta get back to his nigga and I'm getting out of here. He lived down in the valley. Preaching to them both. See, sometimes you gotta preach to yourself. Alright. Because if you don't get no encouragement from nobody else, you got to know how to encourage yourself. A lot of people walking around with their head down because somebody didn't tell them that they did a good job. But my daddy used to tell me, whatever you want to be the best at it. If I'm a floor sweeper, I'm going to be the best floor sweeper that is. If I'm a dish digger, I'm going to be the best dish digger that is. If I work in the mail room, I'm going to be the best mail deliverer that I can be. Because it's not about the job. It's all about me and how I carry myself and how I think about myself. The reason my head is not hung down because I got self-respect for my own self. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you do to me. It's all about how I react to what you're talking about. It's all about how I react to what you're saying. I got a mind like the Bible tells me. I have a sober mind and he's not switched off by any wind and doctrine. He hit me down in the valley. Gotta get to this point because this part is for the bishop. They were down in the valley. This is for the bishop. I put this in the valley for the bishop. after a while, when we start going, they tell me that them bones begin to get themselves together. Still waiting on the church to get together. He's still preaching and prophesying. Y'all shaking a little bit, trying to get yourself together. But after a while, a strong wind change through the valley. It's a different kind of wind that blows through the valley. It's not the same kind of wind that floats up top. Might be a warm wind up top. But down in the valley, the wind may have been a little cool. When you call these people to straighten himself out. When you get a cold wind on your back, it'll make you sick yourself. And you think I heard the noise in the valley. He thought it might have been him shed himself. But after a while, he heard some rumbling going on. And while those bones got to rumbling together, the Lord put a thought in my mind. Y'all know how Bishop like to play dominoes. And I imagine in my mind, when those bones got to shed together, I could hear Bishop watching those dominoes. And they were playing themselves together. They were getting ready to choose a hand. They were getting ready to get in the game. And I can hear Bishop say, when you watch my business, you little spirit will. I can hear you, nigga. And when those bones got ready, you little spirit will. Something happened in those bones. The football lined up and got in its proper position. And another football lined up and got in its proper position. Another football lined up and got in its proper position. After a while, we had a row of football in their proper position. After a while, the ankle bones got in their proper position. After a while, the thigh bones, calf bones got in their proper position. After a while, the side bones decided it would stand up straight and get in its proper position. He said, I'm the belly of the army. I am the center of the army. I am the strength of the army. Anybody want to know what the doctors call it? Your belly button. It's your center of gravity. It holds you together from the top to the bottom. It is your center of gravity. That's why the belly button has to stand up strong. Go to the big bone and say, come on. Step on me so that we can thank God and have some stability. Don't leave me out. The shoulder blade. Don't leave me out. The hand. Don't leave me out. I got a special job. Anybody here want to know what the hand job is? The hand job is to put yourself together. Put yourself together. They roll around down on the ground, and it held me, and it killed the head. The body will stop. Why you want to know why the devil ain't hunting you so hard? Because you just the body, and you're not the head. And after the headship, his body, the head overcoming.